Hey, here we are, day number 246. Route 66, journey through the Bible, getting through the Bible. We're in the middle of Ezekiel, some challenging chapters that we have in here. To be honest with you, one of the more difficult books to understand. So many uh, picture stories that he's putting in here, some mystical phraseology that he has. Ezekiel is in the middle of the deportation. He's seeing what's been going on. He's in the Babylonian captivity, as it's been called, where Judah is in Babylon. God's people are in Babylon. And he's just kind of keeping them in there, letting them know why they got there, telling them what they ought to be doing. So let me see if I can share with you a couple for today's reading, the two chapters that we have, Ezekiel 20 and 21. In chapter 20 of Ezekiel, God recounts Israel's long record of rebellion. From the time they were in Egypt, even before they became a nation, when they were still the family of Abraham, all the way through the wilderness to the land of Israel, through the judges, the kings, all the way, they had rebelled over and over and over again. Yet God preserved them because of his name, because they represented him, because he made a promise to Abraham that he would preserve them. He promised judgment too, but he also promised restoration. In chapter 21, God's judgment against the nation is pictured as a sharp sword, ready to strike Jerusalem and the other nations, because he's not just going to judge Israel for their rebellion. He's going to judge many of the other nations. Even Nebuchadnezzar's choice of where to attack and what to attack is guided by God's will. God uses an evil king to do his will. So some lessons as you read these two chapters. One lesson is about God, and I think that's important always to see what we can see about God. God is patient, and his patience is long, but judgment will come eventually. His judgment is real. When rebellion continues, I don't want to say God has an end of his patience, but he will eventually judge if rebellion continues. So just remember that, not only as a group of people like a nation, but also as individuals. A second lesson, the Lord rules over history, even pagan kings, even countries and individuals that don't regard God. God controls them. God uses them. God doesn't force his will on them. Otherwise, I think if God forced his will, he'd have them surrender their will to him and follow him. But God allows even their choices to be controlled and to do his purpose. It's amazing what God can do. He still rules. He is sovereign. A third lesson, our only hope is not in anything that we can do, but only in God. God's mercy for his name's sake. As much as we try to do God's will when we want to, we're going to fail at times. Many times we're going to fail. But when we trust in God, in God's mercy and grace and forgiveness and love, it puts us in a right place. And that's exactly what God is going to do with the nation. His love and his mercy is going to continue and help them get back where they need to be. So enjoy your readings today. There's some good solid readings.